Good morning, Charles Merkel here for day 120 of 3-minute 10 breath total body warm up. I know on the calendar it's still springtime, but here in Florida it's officially summer. Late start to today. Today's lesson, or today's thought is I'm a bit consumed because I have been dealing for the last at least 2 years now, gosh, maybe going on 3, a significant roach infestation in our house. And hiring a professional just hasn't been in the budget. So if you've been with me for any length of time, you know I am all for natural remedies, and I've been trying the apple cider vinegar and the borax and all the over-the-counter products too, the Raid, whether it's the sprays or the traps or the gels or the baits or and might do a little bit, and I was looking at the possibility of doing the bug bombs. And yeah, they're effective. I've used them before. But my gosh, the prep and the cleanup after, the prep beforehand and the cleanup afterwards is just horrific. You've got to stop your life for a day or two to do those bug bombs. And then you still got to keep the roaches from getting back in. So we're out in the country. They're everywhere. They propagate up in the trees. Come on down when it's raining. This is something we've been dealing with for a long time. But I finally found, so this morning I woke up and hundreds of roaches out on the floor. Either dead or doing a dance, dying. They're very erratic, running around in circles or backwards, or just crawling around. And I used a product, I found it on Amazon. It uses a different chemical set than what the over-the-counter stuff does from found at Walmart or Dollar General, wherever else it might be. It's working. There's definitely a lot more money than the over-the-counter. But I'm right now. I'm just after results, and we're getting them. We're getting the results because the roaches are eating the bait and they're dying. I think it's called Avion. It's not a name I'm familiar with. I'll put a link in the chat or the comments when we're done. If you're struggling yourself. I used up 4 tubes of this gel bait. Said they must have eaten it over the night. I could see them going to being attracted to eat it before I even finished the application. And it's working. I say all this because originally I was getting a bit fixated on the bug bombs and how in the world can I do this? 2 lessons here. 2 lessons. One is, don't get focused on the how. Or I should say, don't get fixated. Don't get fixated on the how. Be flexible. Be open to different possibilities, different solutions. I didn't have to do the bug bombs. At least not yet. This is getting us results. Focused on results, not the how, not the implementation. The way, the plan is going to evolve. It's going to change. You're going to try different things because what you tried initially didn't work as intended. You got to analyze, learn from it, make adjustments, and try again. Second lesson. This time I'm using something more akin to a control source. Again, I am all for home remedies. because I don't like putting chemicals around the house. But having the roaches all over the place isn't healthy either. So I've never seen a professional walk around with a can of Raid. Hasn't happened yet. I don't think I'd be willing to pay the professional who did that. Over the counter and consumer grade products are fine in many cases. Sometimes you just have to analyze the professionals. Use what they do what they do to get the results that they get. I have a good friend that is a pest control expert. Unfortunately, I'm too far away from him to hire his services. When I was closer, I gladly paid him. He was very, very good. But I've watched them in action. You get an idea of, okay, where are they doing the application? So this time I used a product more akin to what they use. Probably if I use the grade of when I did photography, there's consumer grade products, or there's consumer grade cameras, just your simple point and shoot. There's prosumer, which is still in the affordable range of consumers, but it requires a higher skill set to use effectively. And then there's professional, which are the big bucks. The professionals use the people with big budgets. So when I did photography, I used mostly prosumer grade equipment. At the time I didn't have the budget, nor did I have the need for the full professional, because it was a hobby. And yeah, I had a few paid projects, but it wasn't my main mode of income. So the product I use, I would call prosumer. For the really strong chemicals, you gotta have licenses, and you have to be certified. There's hoops you have to go into, and for good reason. Very, very powerful chemicals. But this is something I used that wasn't on the store shelf. I'm not going to find it on the store shelf. Thankfully, Amazon had it. So be flexible. Also, study what the pros do. Study what the people that you admire, or the people that have gotten the results that you want to get. Learn from them. And do your damn best to emulate. Using what they use, do what they do. And it probably won't happen right away, but in time, you'll learn what works. And you'll learn the proper application that works. It's not just about the products, but about how you use it. It's not just about the knowledge and skill set, but how you use it, how you apply it. But I've been at this battle for almost 3 years. Today, finally, I believe we're gaining ground. It has taken time, it's taken some money, and it's taken effort. And if you're not in a place where you can hire a professional, you're going to have to figure out how to do it yourself. And you can't go halfway, and you can't half-ass it. Study the professionals. Do your best to emulate. Using what they use, doing what they do. And then get the results. And you're going to, one, have a sense of pride. Finally have that breakthrough. Two, you're going to learn a whole heck of a lot along the way. I can't believe everything that's hearsay or on Facebook about dealing with roaches. And there's a lot of nuance involved when dealing with a pest control problem. a lot of nuance. Your environment, a lot of different things involved. So what works in one situation may not work in another, and vice versa. But whatever you're trying to accomplish, study those who've already done it, who've already blazed the path, who've already gone before you. In the same field or something similar. All right. So soapbox dismounted. Let's get ready, or let's get started for today's 3-minute 10 breath total body warm up. Again, later start today than needed. I'm missing the red light therapy from the sun. It's blazing hot right now, and I'm ready to go back inside to the air conditioning. First time here, just watch, emulate it if you want to. This is a resistance-based exercise. There's a whole lot happening that's not apparent to the eye. Visit the website on the ticker, 7minutemorning.com, and you'll be taken to a page with full video training on how to, on both what this exercise is and how to perform it effectively. It does take time, it does take practice, but once it all starts to click and you get used to using multiple muscle systems in congruence, amazing things will happen. All right, let's get started. And begin. Day 120, done. Learning exercise and recovery. Breathe in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're dealing with roaches, I will leave a link in the comments section. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow for day 121, earlier than today. Really want that red light. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.